All right, welcome to episode one of what is hopefully going to be a mini series of videos of me documenting and detailing the evolution of what is most likely going to be my next business venture. I've sold my pool business, I'm in the process of finalizing that, and I need another way to make money. And no, what better than something that interests me or that fascinates me and has a lot of potential and a lot of but value for independent artists like myself, recording artists like myself. Now, what you're looking at is what I, for now, am calling the Versa booth. Don't worry, guys. I've already had it patented, so don't try to steal my shit because it's not going to work. Either way, um, we independent artists. The whole objective of this is because it's really hard. It can be difficult and frustrating to find good places to record to get a good dry sound without too much echo, similar to the echo that you're hearing in my big ass living room with 14-foot ceilings and hardwood floors. I wish I had a Versa booth on me right now. See, there's one already sold. Sorry, bad joke. But the objective is to provide a simple, relatively inexpensive, and most importantly, versatile way for independent artists like myself to be able to have means of getting good quality audio. And not only that's first and foremost, but on top of that, just shielding out background noise. And then probably more importantly to me, because I hate bothering people, I'm so worried that that somebody's gonna hear me, and more importantly to me is keeping other people from hearing that what I'm recording. Because if there's one thing that I hate is somebody hearing a vocal track being recorded out of context, especially my voice. I fucking hate my voice, but that's a whole nother story. Let's not get too self-deprecating yet. It's only episode one, but once again, the main objective of this is to provide a simple, inexpensive way to isolate sound and get good sound qualities, whether it's vocals, whether it's a guitar amp, whether it's a podcast. And hopefully the ultimate goal is to be able to have one of these that's structurally sound enough to and big enough to have a drum set in here. I'm jumping all over the place because this is my first webisode or video blog or whatever, but hopefully it gets better. I'm still trying to learn how to use this screen capturing software, so bear with me. I'm relearning 3D Studio Max, so I'm sure there's going to be some setbacks right there. There's already some glitchy stuff going on with it. Before I even it wouldn't let me. Yeah, it won't let me shift click. Oh wait, what was that? Yeah, see, it's kind of glitchy. Either way, this video is just to provide kind of a broad overview of what I'm looking for, and to also ask for any suggestions or ideas from my friends out there, because I know a lot of you guys have interest in engineering and design like myself. So once again, it's supposed to be a simple, modular isolation booth that's assembled in these universal panels. Right now, I mean, this thing, is supposed to be closed or whatever, but you get the idea. Is based. I just wanted to keep it open so you could see inside of it. But when this thing is closed, that's kind of what it's going to look like. Now, there's several different issues with this. One of them being, when this thing is fully closed, first of all, how do you get in or out? So there's going to need to be one of these panels, or several of these panels, that are going to not only fit with these, but have some sort of a hinge in it. And that's going to come later in the design. That's one of the most important ones. You got to be able to get in and get out. The second is, how do you breathe? One could argue that should be the first objective, most important. Definitely living is an important part of the equation. But yeah, I mean, how are you going to get? So there's going to need to be some of these panels are going to need to be changed out or available. Some of them are going to need to be available with some sort of ventilation. Now, then the third one is, I can already tell you it's going to be so hot in this motherfucker. So once again, there's going to need to be some sort of a ventilation, maybe cooling, some sort of, that's all going to come later into the design. The most important thing right now is just to be sure that everything fits together, which is why I have this thing assembled. I mean, eventually I'm just going to delete all this and just work, on detailing one. But once again, just for the purposes of the video, I just wanted to have it somewhat assembled so you could kind of get an idea of what I'm going for. Now, and I realize I'm jumping all over the place. I apologize, but so what you see are these panels, probably going to be some sort of lightweight aluminum, plastic. I haven't really figured that out. And the red, the red that you see is Auralex foam. It's like sound treating foam. Now these little black things right here are, they're almost like a drawer knob, like the knob of a drawer. I don't know why I accentuated that so much. A drawer knob, like a drawer in your house, like a silverware drawer. I'm thinking some sort of rubber with some sort of grip, and then what they're going to do is they're going to act as tie downs so that you can tie one panel to the next, just using these knobs and secure it. And then, say on the top, say you want to tie this one to this one just to secure it down, just get a little bungee cord. And the reason there's so many is just so it frees you up to do whatever you need to do, and it lets you put it in different, assemble in different configurations. Once again, the beauty of this, the overall beauty and kind of the main objective is just have it to where you can start out small, maybe with a guitar cabinet or an ISO cab, and then you can just add to it. And so all the money that you put towards this thing is sort of like an investment to the next stage, and just allows you to do whatever you need to do, make it as big or as small as you need it. And with all, like I talked about, the features, the vents, the doors, all that stuff, it'd be cool to even have one that had XLR cable inlets and outlets, or power outlets, or quarter inch line inputs and outputs, or even what I was thinking of earlier, it'd be awesome to just have it, instead of this foam, if it was like a monitor where you can look at Pro Tools, while you're doing it, and look at your session file, and maybe even a fold out tray for your keyboard and mouse, stuff like that. I mean, the possibilities are endless, and that's kind of the beauty of this. I'm sorry if I keep overusing that term, but it's something I'm really enthusiastic and excited about. Now, as far as the tie downs go, it'd be cool. And I'm looking for suggestions. I was thinking about maybe taking these middle ones, since they're not obstructing the pieces from fitting together. Like I originally wanted these tie downs to go through, but as you can see, when they join at the corner, that would be in the way. It'd also be cool to have some removable ones where you have like one side as a knob, or you can have a two-sided knob for anything that you might want to secure on the inside. But either way, the reason that I wanted to have these protruding through the other side is so that you can also secure it from the inside if you need to. But on top of that, use it as some sort of a mounting piece for like mics or anything like that, or lights, so that the mic stands or the light stands or whatever aren't taking up valuable space. Once again, it'd be cool to have one of these so big that you could fit a drum set in there. I mean, how awesome would that be? Drums, just on a side note, that's a whole nother obstacle, is finding a place to record drums. Most people don't live in a house where they can just play as long as they need to. So it's always a pain in the ass. And once again, this is hopefully going to mitigate that process so that you can concentrate more on whatever you're trying to record. Whether it's music or podcast or whatever, you shouldn't have to worry about finding a good place to get quality sound. So hopefully this provides that. Now, just kind of to summarize the point of this video, this is a very basic model. This is like a fetus stage of the prototype, just to shape it out, just to be sure that everything fits together, place the knobs. But if anybody, the main purpose of this video is just to put it out there. If anybody has any ideas or any suggestions, feel free to comment or message me or whatever, text me or call me, whatever. And I'm absolutely open to suggestions. I need all the help I can get. I'm not an engineer, but it is kind of like a slight hobby of mine. It's something that I've always wanted to get into. I've always loved designing things and creating things from scratch. I love building things. So once again, if anybody has any ideas, just feel free to reach out to me. This is episode 1, so hopefully the other episodes move a little bit smoother. I'm going to delete all this and just concentrate on adding details to the individual panels so that they're not only more aesthetically pleasing, but also more so they have more functions and features. Not sure exactly what I'm going to do. I do know that I want them to be stackable, like when you're moving them, stack them like dolly stackable. So maybe have some sort of a rubber stoppers on here or whatever that allow them to be stacked without damaging the material or the exterior material or the foam. And once again, the things that we're going for, most importantly, is versatility, simplicity second, and affordability, I guess. And just a lot of different features. If anybody can think of any other features that they think would be cool, I would love to hear about them. So this is episode 1 of my what hopefully is going to be many videos to come of the journey and evolution of bringing this thing to fruition. Thank you.